Namaste, Jai Bharat. One of the most misunderstood as well as misrepresented concept in Bharatiya knowledge tradition is the concept of Ahimsa. Ahimsa, of course, essentially belongs to the Upanishad, namely the Shandali Upanishad, but got popularized politically much later during the freedom struggle. So generally Ahimsa is partially understood, partially taught, and many times partially propagated, which has completely destroyed the spirit and meaning of the term Ahimsa. Ahimsa literally means non-himsa. Himsa is to kill, non-killing. Non-killing, not only human beings, anything. In a practical translation, one could say that Ahimsa is non-violence. That's how the non-violence comes very precipitating in Bharatiya existential situations. But does it mean that the Hindus are passive, who are gluttons for punishment? Certainly not. I told you, Ahimsa is essentially in Upanishadic concept. Do not destroy the balance of nature. Do not unnecessarily involve in violence. But if attacked upon, we have another concept of Chatravirya, the spirit to fight back. And when we fight back, we don't fight back, we attack. Fighting back has to be in the attacking mode. So the popular understanding of Ahimsa, from what Bhagavan Sri Krishna Dwarakadhish later told us, is Ahimsa Paramo Dharma. Ahimsa is ultimate righteousness, but Dharma Himsa Tathaiva Cha. But Himsa, killing, to re-establish Dharma is much more supreme righteousness than that. So when you have to fight evil, then you have to attack evil to fight, not to react. To deal with evil, one has to proact, not react. That is Param Dharma for us in Bharat. If you look at our texts of various incidents, maybe Itihasas or maybe anything, you look at the Parakrama, means the very powerful attacks conducted by, say, if it is in Ramayana, Lakshman and Atikaya, or many others. Look at Hanumanji. Hanumanji is the most peaceful character. All these are very peaceful characters, but when they have to fight evil, that is Adharma. Evil is an English translation and not really appropriate translation of the concept of Adharma, but negativity or evil or all kinds of disturbances which harms righteous human existence, then we are not fighting back, we will attack. It will be in an aggressive mode. So many have thought that Ahimsa is lying down and taking punishment. One has to become glutton for punishment. Unfortunately, Bapu Mahatma Gandhi had taken Ahimsa only partially. He kept demonstrating that Ahimsa is simply taking the blows, remaining a glutton for punishment. I would use that word. To remain a glutton for punishment is not Ahimsa. Mahatma Gandhi seemed to have understood or have propagated that Ahimsa is to remain quiet no matter what happens to you. Yet they used the biblical expression, if someone slaps you on the right cheek, show him the left cheek also. We don't believe in that. We don't have that kind of understanding to violence. If someone is trying to slap you, you slap him back before he slaps you. So whatever atrocities happen around, one has to fight. And fighting against evil is dharma. Attacking adharma is dharma. Destroying adharma is dharma. Before dharma, adharma even thinks about attacking dharma or disturbing the balance of the cosmos, destroying it, that is dharma. It's not that, I again use the word, people of Bharat or Hindus are not to remain gluttons for punishment on the basis of this misunderstanding of Ahimsa. Unfortunately, Ahimsa is propagated and presented as passivity for the better existence of many others who can take the take the society for a ride, who can take the Hindu society for a ride. And they had been doing it. Many had been doing it. And the political leaders at that time, many of them, were in support of these. When the oppressors are taking the people for a ride, because the people were made to remain gluttons for punishment. They had been taking it. That is because of the misunderstanding of the concept of Ahimsa. They have beautifully manipulated it, wonderfully manipulated it, and people remained at the receiving end for a long time. But then, this is Bharat. There will always be people coming up with the right attitude. We got the first instance in the modern times. We got Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. I don't doubt it what he has done. He had re-established the glory of the Hindu warriors, the great warriors. They don't leave the battlefield. They remain and fight. They go there without fear of anything, because their dharma is to fight. So this concept of Ahimsa had been world-widely misunderstood and misused, misrepresented by some of these people who misrepresented through their partial understanding of it. So let's think about these things, and we'll again meet with some other thoughts till we meet again. Namaste. Jai Bharat. Ahimsa paramo dharma, dharma himsa tathaiva cha. Jai Shri Ram.